Ukraine is bracing itself for increased Russian attacks ahead of its Independence Day on August 24th. That day falls exactly 6 months after Russian President Vladimir Putin announced what he called a special operation in the neighbouring nation. Ukraine's military says Russia's positioned five warships with cruise missile and submarines in the Black Sea and is stationing air defence systems in Belarus as well. In view of that threat, large-scale gatherings have been banned in the capital Kyiv starting today until the 26th of August. Those developments come after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warned of Russian actions throughout this coming week.
We should be aware that Russia may try to do something particularly disgusting and particularly violent next week. That is our enemy. But Russia was doing something disgusting and violent every week during those 6 months constantly.
And that follows news that the daughter of an ultra-nationalist Russian ideologue and close ally of President Putin has been killed in a car bomb attack. Daria Dugina is the daughter of a Russian political commentator, Alexander Dugin. Russia claims that Ukraine is responsible. However, Kyiv has strongly denied those allegations. For more on the story, we're being joined by Dr. Lada Roslycky, an international security expert and founder of the Black Trident Defence and Security Consulting Group. Thank you for joining us. Russia has vowed to strike back following this killing. Does that mean essentially we should expect an escalation in this conflict?
Well, Russia has committed itself to committing genocide and eliminating Ukraine and Ukrainians from the face of the planet. So any escalation is already expected, particularly because we're going to be celebrating Independence Day. And the fact that Dugin's daughter was killed is extremely interesting when we observe the cracks that are starting to occur inside of the Kremlin and within the Russian population itself. So we have already become quite familiar with the disinformation and the blatant lies and lawfare that is committed by the Kremlin against the international community. So every time they accuse somebody or something or a country of doing something, we should reverse it and understand that they are going to be doing something or they have done something.
And what's interesting to note as well is, of course, that Alexander Dugin wasn't killed. He went in a separate car to his daughter. Would it be wrong to assume that he ultimately was the target of this attack?
Well, it is likely that both of them could have been the target of the attack. Dugin was most likely the target because there was a switch in vehicles. That is an important fact. However, Dugin's daughter was actually a very vigilant right-wing hate monger. She was promoting the destruction of Ukraine and Ukrainians herself. So ideally, I think that the people who assassinated her would have liked to have assassinated both of them because they are starting to divide and polarize the population inside of Russia. The one group that is extremely unhappy with the fact that Russia isn't winning the war and want them to become more violent and better at their violence, and the other group who really want Russia to stop. We saw already today the strange development of an organization called the National Republican Party of Russia, who is claiming responsibility for this assassination. Who they are is very interesting to read and follow, but everything must be taken with huge grains of salt when it comes to anything that happens with Russian organizations and what they are claiming.
Lada Roslycky, thank you. Dr. Lada Roslycky, international security expert and founder of Black Trident Defence and Security Consulting Group.
Thank you.